Thank you for coming to create with me today. Today I'd like to show you how to make this adorable little box, so let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to need to get started is a piece of cardstock that's cut at 11 7/8 by 8 3/4 of an inch. Then you're going to take your Simply Scoring tool and you're going to put it at the landscape mode, and then you're going to score at 1.5 inches all the way down, and then 4.5 inches. You're going to take your paper and flip it over completely, and again at 1.5 inches and 4.5 inches. Then we're going to go to portrait mode, so we're going to go 90 degrees, and we're going to score at 2 7/8 and at 5 7/8. And then I'm going to get rid of my Simply Scoring tool, and I'm going to bring in my cutting tool, and I'm going to cut at 2.5 inches. I'm going to go bring my blade up here to the top, and I want to cut in from the top of my paper to my very first score line that I come to, which is right here. I think you can see it across the paper. So I'm going to go at 2.5 inches here, cut from the top of my paper all the way down to that score mark, and the little tip on the trimmer is what's going to end up right there at my score. Okay, so now I've got these slits on all 4 sides. Then I need to cut from this first score line here to the second score line here, and it's easy if you just line it up. Line up your score line right on the cutting track. Lift your blade and start it at the first score, and then cut to the second score, and do that in all 4 places also. So what we end up with is some little flaps here. Yes, one is smaller and the other one is a little bit larger. Okay, same thing on all 4 sides. So let me go ahead and score all those up for you. Okay, after I got all those done, I put sticky strip on each of the 4 small of the two shutter pieces. I put 2 pieces of sticky strip on all 4 pieces. Then I'm going to take that sticky strip off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and fold it up, and then fold it over and line that completely up on the square side. So now we've got our 2 hinged sides. Now we're going to take the other pieces, and we're going to, I put sticky strip on, I had to pick one side or the other, so I put a couple strips of sticky strip here. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to fold these together and form the inside box, making sure they're flat. Making sure this one's flat. Okay, so now we've got the outside box, and now we've got the cover, but it's not going to stay together. So let's go ahead and decorate it. And we're going to decorate on the 6 sides here, and then 1 on each side here. And what you're going to need for that is you're going to need 2 matted cardstock pieces that are 2 7/8 square. And then you're going to need some designer series paper that is just slightly smaller, and so it would be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then for the 6 small sides here, you'll need the mat to be 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and then the designer series paper mat would be just 1/8 of an inch smaller at 2 5/8 by 1 1/8. So you need 6 of those, and I'm going to quickly attach those, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did was I decorated the 2 sides here, the 2 big square sides, and these sides here, and you'll see I haven't decorated here, and there's a reason for that, because I'm going to attach some kind of a closure. And what I did here was I just made some flowers with the Simply Pressed clay, and if you want more information about how to do those, I have a video already on YouTube. You can check it out. And I just took a brad, and before it was dry, just pressed it in and put the clay over it. So now the flower is actually a brad. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/8 inch hole punch and punch it right in the center of this layer of cardstock. We're going to do that on both sides. Then we're going to put our brad right inside and fold it open, and do the same on this one. Then I'm going to attach it to my box, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the box completed. It has the 2 little flower brads on it, and all of it is decorated, but you see it's still open. So we're going to take some of the baker's twine, and we're going to cut a piece off. What I want to do is I want to tie it around one of the flowers. Just give it a little knot. Trim off this excess so you don't see it. And pull my box together. And you can either do the trusty figure 8, or you can just go around it in a circle. I kind of like the figure 8. There's something creative about that. And then I leave a little bit of a string, and there's our box and how we close it. Let me show you the inside of this other box that I showed you at the beginning. So if we open it up, actually it's made to house a cupcake inside. So what I did was I cut down the sides to 1 inch on all sides, and then I made this insert. The inside of this is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so I just added 1 inch to each of the 4 sides, cut out the corners, scored it, and now that we have circle framelits, I could put that right in the center and cut that out. And then I used my paper snips and just flanged it, and you put it inside. Whoops. And you can set your cupcake right inside, and it does fit, because if you visit my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/createwithme, you can see the actual cupcake that I had inside, but I've eaten it. So thank you for coming to create with me today. And if you want more information on this project with the measurements, or you want to see more inspiration, visit me at createwithme.com. Thank you.